Sitting at the intersection of time, space, reality, and fiction floats the yellow eye. Always watching, never blinking. Its gaze has witnessed all that has happened before and knows what is yet to come. Countless stories of hope, hate, heroics, and heartbreak. It has no mouth by which to speak these lessons, so it calls upon its head clearer to tell these stories, by word and by deed. Heed the yellow eye's lessons as it gazes upon its servant, just as the eyeball gazes upon you. Our story has already begun.
Welcome in, my children. My name is Alan Yellow-Eyed. I am the High Priest of the Great Yellow Bible. May his gaze be upon you this and every single day of your days. Today, it's Dungeons and Dragons Day. Yay! We're gonna play some D&D, which is why I'm wearing my lovely Dungeons Master outfit, which is mandatory by the Dungeon Master Guild Emporium Limited trademarked. Anyway, welcome in. It's been a couple of weeks, so I don't want to waste too much time.
Why you host? You like this crap?
And let's get into it. I'm gonna go unmute the peoples. Unmute the peoples. Hello, peoples. Where's the peoples?
And we'll just go to the store and buy them a bag of candy and just put it in their container.
Yep, that'll work. Are you talking about Zig or somebody? No. That's how you get Zig where you go. Just put some candy in a bucket. He'll follow you anywhere.
Candy, apples, porridge, it doesn't matter. It's food.
Wings
He's very
of
very food motivated.
yes,
Hot wings.
hot
You
wings.
should have told him to take a bite out of that gargoyle. Those gargoyles.
Break all his teeth. Yes, very hard apples. So when we left off, y'all were exploring. You had just came downstairs, headed back towards the chapel area, and as you came down through the open door, you see Snapjaw kind of looking at you, almost as if he was coming to try to find you. Oh, are there? Super stealth has happened. I see all of you. That's why I was trying to figure out. Because Zig is upstairs still. He's still hanging out in his room. From the most recently deceased Danbar Borngray. And as last I remember, you're still up there burning carpets in order to try to heat up some apples, correct? Yep. He's got a whole castle all to himself. But he's burning the carpentry, and he found a hidden treasure stash underneath the carpet. Not even looking for it, but he found it. Do y'all see yourselves now? You don't see Zazer? There you are. Sometimes I gotta put you back on the map, even though you're there, for it to refresh. All right. So, yeah, you see Snapjaw. He looks tired. He's definitely been wounded a couple of times. There's some still like seeping wounds, where the blood started to coagulate, but It's still just kind of runny. It's not completely healed or dried up. But you could tell just that he seems very happy to see you. Friends, you are alive. Wait, where's Big One? And he kind of like puts his hand up as high as he can. You could probably say, you can start to smell the apples and burnt carpet. I don't know what carpet smells like when it's being burnt, but probably not great. And definitely producing a lot of smoke out of that central tower. Wait. Snapjaw wants to thank you for freeing us. Come, look. And he waves you all over to the carved statue that is up against the wall of Tiamat. And yes, carve, very good, by Snapjaw and Snapjaw's other friends. But secret here. Watch. And he kind of reaches down underneath the black dragon head of this carving and pushes down on the flooring and then inward, kind of producing this secret opening that was underneath it. And he pulls out a bundle, kind of wrapped in some oilcloth. And he pulls it out very gently and holds it up, and then carefully just takes the oilcloth and unwraps it. And when he does that, it's this just amazing looking dagger. It's just a little bit wicked looking, with a scaled hilt or hand grip, inlaid gold, intertwined with intricate scales on the gold inlay, and it looks extremely sharp. It also looks like there is a channel that kind of goes... Are you just going to try to yank it out of his hand while everyone's watching? Like everyone's looking at this thing. They see it go away. I want to see if Snapjaw knows where the hell it went, just because I don't think he's going to. Actually, he has no idea. Like, it just... Wait. Where's Go? He's right here. Is dagger make very sick. Is good dagger. Is gift. Belong to Black Scale Lady. His gift. So, if this it, Snapjaw goes back with clan. We go back to younglings and mates, and we decide on new chief. Someone say Snapjaw be new chief, as Snapjaw bring you. But Snapjaw not know if want This is then goodbye. And he turns and kinda walks and stops and turns around and looks at you, and he reaches down into a pouch on his side and he pulls out a small straw and wood doll. Essentially, it's woven straw around some carved wooden like legs and arms. And after he pulls it out, he hands it over to Axia, and is yours. And with that, he kind of just bows his head a little bit and walks his way out and disappears from view. So yeah, you have that brand new dagger there. So as I said, like, other than that, there's also this channel that seems to run from the green gem, like at the base of the dagger, that runs all the way to the tip of it. But the thing definitely looks like it's definitely pretty gnarly looking. And it is now in there, like swimwear. So all right. So yeah, you have the rest of the room there, and yeah. What's the rest of you all doing? Everybody? Okay. Which you're not. Yeah, he's way faster than you are. So you're headed down to and then of course the dwarf is moving the slowest of all of you. Yep. He'll get there eventually. So just get on about. I will ride the half-orc into battle. All right, yeah, so you're heading downstairs into the basement area that you were in before. And as you head over there, or head down, you definitely have a head start. You definitely have a let me get this other thing here. And then we've got Zig up there just cooking apples all by himself, just left to his own devices, which is never a good idea. All right, so with that, you're going to have about a turn and a half. So you're going to be able to move up another, 90 feet? 120 feet? Yeah. So you should be able to get another 120 feet before the rest of them get in their attack. So figure out where that is for you. And then, of course, the dwarf is like here, probably. Looks like, yeah, they went down to the dungeon. Yeah, that's where y'all headed down. Yep. All right. All right. Yeah, so you're headed that way. Okay. So what's the rest of you doing? Since Zig's using the bed that's upstairs, so. Okay. Where did you want to? Okay. So. Okay. Yeah, so actually you make your way back. There's a lot of different spaces. Now there were various beds set up all over the place. There was some down near the chapel. There were some beds laid out there, and things like that. I'm sorry? One second, y'all. Hold on. For some reason, it's not capturing you. All right, say something.
Something?
There we go. All right, now it's
All right.
capturing you. For some reason, it wasn't. You're good. All right, go ahead.
I'm trying to make it over to the room we were kicked out of by the frogs previously. I want to explore the rest of that. There's no
okay.
trouble between here and there.
I got you. So you're headed that way. Yeah, there's no trouble or anything. Tech, where were you headed?
I'm going to the circle room, and
Okay.
I went in stealth mode.
All right, so you're gonna stealth mode your way in there. Gotcha. All right. What about? Let's see. Is brother going with? I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Okay, so, all right. So you're going there. Axia, you find, like I said, there's a lot of beds all kind of over the place. Over where you just were in the back room where the library and all that was, there's a few beds as well there. You saw a few places to bed down. Essentially, that you can find a place. So just let me know where you want to go. Put yourself there, and then you can start your long rest. You can also go up.
Is there beds in here?
Yeah, in not in that main room that you're in. However, yeah, so up in there, that was where you ran into the bald-headed guy with the tattoos on his head. Previously. That was awfully upset that you were all in his room.
Okay, it's my room now.
Perfect. All right. So you're good to go. So you guys are going to there while they're you guys are making your way over to the circle room. So you two are slowly making your way there, sneaking through. As you get closer, Zazer, this room, as you kind of move closer to it, there is this I would call it essentially a why is it not? There we go. It's kind of an oblong, oddly shaped room with a curtain kind of drawn across the front of it. As you push the curtain to the side, inside this room is just a mess. It looks like there's just a mud, maybe 1 to 2 feet deep, lying there, like in there, and inside there's a chair that's also covered with mud and a reading table. There's also on this table is a small box, and off to the side next to the table is a wooden is a wooden chest.
Ooh. Is the chest locked?
I mean, are you going up to it and opening it?
I'm going up to it and looking at it to see if it's locked or potentially trapped.
Go ahead. So give me a perception check.
Let's see. That's the one.
That's the one. Perception check. All right. So it's definitely not locked because there's no keyhole or anything on the front of it. So that is for sure. But it's hard to tell, otherwise if it's trapped.
I pull out my Colt spear and try to wedge it and essentially at pole's length try to open the lid pole's length away from it.
So handle the length of the spear essentially popping it in there and popping it open.
Yep, I'm just
Okay.
trying to keep my body away from it if I can.
Gotcha. All right. So as you do this, you hear a sound of something snapping like a twig.
Ah, shit.
And as it snaps, you see a few clay pots drop out of holes in the ceiling that you didn't quite notice before. And as they hit the ground,
Ah, crap.
all 6 of them shatter. And as they shatter, this cloud of something is just released. And I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Lord. Saves con.
All right.
Can we hear any of this so we know that there's a body to loot?
So there were just clay pots, so from that distance you can't really make it out, especially over the sound of the water and things that you're dealing with where you are located. So no, you're not hearing any of that. So after the shatters and this fog-like substance kind of spreads through the room, you just get this overwhelming feeling of paranoia. Like you feel like something's looking at you over the back of your shoulder. And so what I need you to do is go ahead and roll a roll a d6 for me. Okay. So you get the overwhelming feeling that you need to get underwater. Like now. And so you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So you immediately start running towards the one place of water that you know about. That large underground lake. All right, so
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Am I somewhat rational at this point, or am I just single-mindedly focused on trying to be underwater?
You want to be underwater.
All right, single-minded focus. Crap. All right, never mind then.
All right. All right, so
I'm probably carrying on loudly or probably
Well, you're
screaming
about to
water.
be. So give me another D6 roll. Okay. This time you don't feel the overwhelming urge to get yourself underwater, but the sounds of frogs and ribbits are happening all around you, and you keep turning left and right with your Eldritch Blast just ready to go for anything that you can see around you that's making that noise.
I might have actually twitched and just shot one as I turned just to be sure.
It just hit the wall, and then shattered rock flies everywhere. As these ribbits seem to be coming from everywhere, right behind you, in front of you, behind you, and there's just every time you turn around, nothing is there. Nothing is there at all. So at this point, brothers, you start to hear a lot of yelling. You do hear the sound of stone kind of exploding behind you. And, well, not behind you, to the south of you. And the yells of a very familiar voice.
I heard nothing.
Just gonna get around the corner and,
Just
kind of
ignore
observe.
like nothing's happened.
Just kind of wait there and see what comes out. Well, I probably can't even see over the fog, so I probably can't see what comes out. So I actually don't care at all. Because I can't see it.
You're right.
Have I made any progress during this time?
Yeah, you're downstairs now. So I forgot all about you. Yeah, you're down. Yeah, by the time this happened, you have made your way downstairs, and you are about there. Coming up, that way. And that's where you're located. All right, so, and you two were hanging out. I love how we have like the Four Stooges are always like, everyone's like, yeah, let's go to sleep. The dumb fighter is like, I'm gonna rest. And I'm gonna eat some apples. I'm leaving this alone. And the rest of y'all are like, what's the worst that could happen? We killed all the big bad guys.
Honestly, I'm starting to think that Zig is the most intelligent amongst us. It's gotta be.
At least he's got the most common sense out of all of you. Yeah.
The inner support in me just can't leave them three alone.
I got you. All right. So, I need you to go ahead and give me another die roll there, Zazer.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Okay, yeah, you're still inundated by these frog noises and losing your mind.
I'm still turning and blasting.
Yeah, you're just hitting random walls. You've got all these crazy shadows happening. And he's actually making enough noise that you kind of hear, Nutdrak, you hear what can be construed as the sounds of battle. The sounds of magic going off, and the sound of rocks just being hammered hard.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you, brothers. You hear the same thing. The chamber you're in, by the way, is still filled with that same kind of fog that it was previously.
Can we see in towards the circle? Can we see anything in there?
Just the fog. That's it. Give me another D6 roll, Zazer. Suddenly, you just realize that the only way you're going to get these frogs, these sounds of these frogs away from you is to get underwater. It's the only way. And you run your way up the steps, slowly making your way up there. Brothers, what are you doing? And also, while that's happening, Nutdrock, if you're going to move towards those sounds.
I will.
Okay.
I guess I will move towards the battle.
Go ahead and move your full 50 feet then. So we know where you are. Brothers, you are in that room. You know that circle is there. Because you saw it before. Underneath the fog. What are you doing?
I'm going to tie some of my extra clothes to a cultist spear and try and wave it around as fast as I can to try and wave away as much of the fog as possible.
Oh, like you make a fan out of the spear? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't you're able to kind of move it out of the way. You can definitely see the carving of the circle into the floor.
Is there any writing? Is it just pictures?
It's not really, yeah. It's just an incantation of some sort. Not being particularly arcane learned spellcasters, they may have they seem like they could be letters, but you can't quite comprehend what they're supposed to be. Yeah, you can't really tell. So they could be letters, they could just be part of the design of the circle itself.
Are there any signs that anyone's been here recently?
Not that you could see, no.
Just gonna start yelling words that I think might work. Abracadabra, Alakazam, Hocus Pocus.
Just starting to yell every command word you can think of at this thing. All right.
Let it go.
Open sesame.
Password 1234.
Yes. That's the password of my luggage. Have that changed.
Password.
Yes. All right. So you guys start. Are you like yelling this, or are you just saying the words out loud?
I'm yelling.
Okay. Right. Okay. So you're starting to yell. Zazer, give me another roll. All right. Yeah, you need to get underwater. That's it. 50, 30, 40.
So should I start writing a new character sheet now?
60.
Or...
All right. So you move there. The sounds have the sounds of combat seem to have subsided a little bit for you. Their Nutdrock, but you're starting to hear the sounds that are unmistakably the voices of the kobolds that seem to be yelling something that you can't quite make out, but they're definitely their voices.
All right. I'll head that way.
All right. Yeah, so it's going to take you double movement to move up that because of the ladder. So I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got to climb the ladder. You got to climb it. With that, that'll probably get you.
Well, that was 15 feet right there.
Okay.
Where I moved.
Mm-hmm.
So then this would be 25. The next one.
Yep. No, that would be 20, and then you would have 25 for the next one, or 30 for the next one, depending on if you move diagonally or straight.
This move.
Yeah, so that's 30.
Okay, and then I get. So this would be 35.
Yep.
40, 45.
Yep. So you get about halfway up the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah, you get about halfway up the ladder. Brothers, you're yelling.
I got bored with my brother yelling, so I'm going back down the hall.
Do me a favor. I just want a d20 roll from each of you. Just by sheer absolute luck that you yell the correct. Now, neither one of you yell anything that's remotely correct.
Where's your 20 at, guys?
Zig's rolling too, just in case. I mean, he happens to yell it upstairs for no reason whatsoever.
Close enough. Yeah.
He talks in his sleep.
Yeah, he's tossing and turning. Magic. Nom. Apples. Cold boiled wings. All right. Yeah, so neither one of you guessed correctly as you're yelling. I was going to give it to you. If one of you all rolled a 20, I was going to let you have the command word, but none of you did. You can't roll again. You had one chance. There it is. Nope. All right, so
We yelled multiple words.
yeah, you don't get to roll for each word. Anyway. So you're there, you're hearing, yelling, Tack, you're coming back. You kind of see Tack. How far is your? You only have 60, right? Feet.
Yeah.
For your dark vision or your
I'm the one with 90.
Okay. Yeah, so you can't quite make him out. He's right around the corner. You can't quite see him. All right, and with that, hey, go ahead and roll me another D6 there, Zazer. Yeah, you better get underwater. It's the so 5, 10, 15, 20. So you get yourself there and you just submerge yourself underwater. So what is your Constitution score?
My Constitution score is 12.
Okay. All right. So both Tack and Nutdrock, you hear like this splashing noise. And that's it. That's all you hear. You hear some splashing noises.
So I'm thinking of a wizard. On the next
He's
round.
already trying to re-roll his character. All right. So you're under the water. You are holding your breath. And all right.
How about that? Does that do anything?
No, that does nothing.
Aw. Well, I'm
You got a
doomed.
couple, which is what I'm assuming you want to roll.
All right.
D3.
So your Constitution modifier is 1, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. The good news is you can hold your breath for 2 minutes.
Well, I have a few dice rolls that I suppose to help get me out of this. I'm screwed.
All right. So yeah, you're underwater, hiding. You feel much better now, by the way. Now that you're completely submerged under the water, you're feeling much better about the whole situation. Just the whole situation. All right. Next. So yeah, you
My
two.
turn to move
Yeah,
again?
Nutdrock, you can go ahead and move.
5. Wait, so am I still going up the double?
It's going to be 10 feet to get to the top from where you are, since you got to went halfway up the ladder.
The 10?
Well, it'll be 10 feet right there.
15. Oops. 20. 25. 50.
Yep.
I'm still yelling, although most of the yelling is just
You're just like saying
Yelling.
random shit at this point. At this point, you're just Farpignugan. Bread.
yelling like what I
Bag,
can remember
monkey.
about the bald man.
Yeah,
mostly
you're
insulting him.
you're
but, you know,
you're trying all of the things. I am Toe's ass. Toe is best. You're trying everything, and none of things seems to work. Tack, you can see Nutdrop coming up behind you. He's not like he's beating feet. He's just sprinting up.
Yeah, I'm going down where I heard the combat noise.
Okay. All right. So as you
Since
kind
I
of look down
didn't
there,
see
since
anybody.
since you have a lot of you could see a lot of the symbols that were kind of on the walls before, because this area is still lightly lit. There seems to be a lot of stone that has been kind of blasted off the walls here. Yeah. So for whatever reason, it looks like some kind of craziness happened in this room. A lot of the drawings and things that were on the wall have been completely just destroyed by various almost like blasts that hit the wall and have chipped out chunks of stone kind of all over the place. Nothing that you remember happening.
I'll call out for Zazer because I knew he was the last one that was through here. And
Came down that way. You saw him go down that way. Yeah. You don't get any reply. And Zazer, you don't hear anything. You're underwater.
Aww. I'm doomed.
I mean, you have 2 minutes. How much
But-
to turn? Like 7 seconds?
6 seconds, yeah.
I'm
I
still
would see
thinking we
that
get
room
third
that
cobalt.
is exposed now, right?
Yeah, you can see that opening.
Alan, will you let me know what I've done with my long rest? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, sure, no problem. This is going to be... A long rest is 8 hours. They've only been
Okay.
down here for like 5 minutes.
Guys, you guys, hurry up.
Yeah,
I've only been down there for like 2.
yeah.
Slow pokes. In 8 hours,
So,
yeah, he's going to be dead in the water.
yeah, pretty much.
doomed.
Um, so yeah, Tack, inside this room, you see a muddied chair, you see a table, you see an open chest with a cultist spear lying next to it. And on the floor, on the ground, you see a few broken clay pots with some rope tied around them.
Oh, looks like Zazer caused a problem in here. Where's the box at?
It's right next to the table at the south side of the room.
I'll avoid like the pots and stuff.
Okay.
See if I can get over.
Yeah,
to
so
the box.
the pots have just kind of they as you kind of look up from where the pots came from, you can easily see the recesses in the ceiling where they fell out. There are 6 holes and there's still 6 broken clay pots.
I snicker because I made a mistake and like melted a thing upstairs. So it sounds like Zazer did the same thing.
So as you kind of walk up to the box is open. There's a spear, a cultist spear that you were well aware of, lying on the ground next to it. But it's open.
Look inside the chest.
So there are 2 books inside the chest.
I guess I have 2 books now.
Okay.
And I'll take the spear.
And the spear? Okay. Yeah, so the books themselves are kind of heavy. And let's see. Let's
I have a
go.
pouch for that.
You have a pouch for that? All right. Yeah, so they're about 3 pounds each. So let's go ahead and... I don't know what that put that under. I don't know if you see that in there or not.
I see unidentified items.
Oh, it changed. Okay. I don't know which one is which, so let me delete both of these. Because it didn't give them a name when they're unidentified. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to identify them for you. And flipping through it, these books seem to be spell books of some sort. They seem to be you yourself can't make out just about anything in them. But they definitely look like it's a book of spells.
Even though I'm arcane trickster.
I mean, you can go ahead and some of them may make any sense to you. However, the actual nature of the spells themselves are more for a wizard. As in, they're kind of whatever. You're not going to be able to make out exactly. You might be able to make out exactly what the spells are, but the spells themselves were written by a wizard. And so, therefore, not as easily identifiable by you.
Okay.
So it's definitely some spells in there. Exactly what spells? Well, that remains to be seen. You would have to have someone kind of do that for you. All right, Zazer. I just saw you roll, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that.
I have this funny feeling we're gonna end up with a new wizard coming into the party soon anyway.
Yep. With rolls like this, absolutely.
Even though the underwater is keeping you calmer than what you were before, you're still you're still hearing the sounds of the frogs, and you're seeing glimpses out of the corner of your eye.
Would it be enough to potentially re-paranoid me in another direction?
Nope.
Son of a bitch.
You're just right there, just off of the just deep enough in the water to get yourself underneath it.
I mean, you could swim further into the water if you want. Be paranoid in that direction.
Well, not yet. Not with that roll. Not with that roll.
Yep, doomed. Doomed.
All right, so
There's nothing else in here other than the table and that box.
no, well, there was a chest on the floor, and then there was a box on the table.
I check out the box on the table when it comes back around to me.
Okay. All right. I could just tell you that the box on the table is nothing but a bunch of candles.
I now have a box of candles.
You're gonna take the whole box of okay. Yeah,
Okay,
there's 6 candles inside that box.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and just add that to it. All right. Holy
I whip
cow.
out my Zentarum text and just keep on reading that, trying to see if there's some code word in there somewhere.
Okay. All right. So give me a second here. Wow, holy shit. Okay. I'm going to have to give you the list of all those eventually. You guys don't know what's in there yet. But you can spend some time during a short or long rest to figure out what's in those books. And I'll let you know what those are after that. Okay. So, next, Zazer, go ahead and roll. Oh, actually, you can move, can't you? Yeah, Nutdruck, you need to move.
So did I see little kobold guy go down here, or
You-
did
you
he
s-
just see me?
You saw him. Yeah, you could see him. You both have dark vision, so you can see. You saw each other.
All right. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And as you run by that, go ahead and give me a quick perception check.
All right. You better hope I roll good.
I'm screwed.
So as you're running by, you do notice that there are some ripples on the water to the south.
And I did hear splashes.
I'm surprised a 5-foot dwarf can see that through all the fog.
Isn't the fog only like 3 foot tall, or thick, or whatever?
He's about 4 foot tall.
Why, you're so far away. All right, I think since I heard the splashes and if I saw the ripples, maybe I'll kind of haphazardly go down there and check.
Okay.
Wait, that's 30. That'd be 35, 40, 45.
Yep. And then one more is 50. So from there, with your black and white vision here in the darkened areas, you definitely see that the water is disturbed, but you can't make out what's making the disturbance. And with that,
It's a giant octopus.
it's a giant octopus. Wouldn't be the first time that you've dealt with one of. Oh wait, not in this campaign. Sorry. So, are you still yelling? Are you still yelling, Tick?
Yeah, I'm just reading out of my Zentarum faction text that I have.
Just
To read it from front to back. It's
right.
words, and it's kind of dragon related. I mean, better than nothing.
So better than nothing. Got it.
We're
Okay.
gonna have insults for the bald dude.
Okay. Cool. So Tack, you make your way up a little bit. All right. Go ahead and roll. Zazer. No, not all the DC, you asshole. Just roll one. There it is. So the 3 he just like rolled 1,000 D6s. Your 3 means that you just want to stay under the water. It's the safest place for you to be. It's the absolutely most safe place. And you continue to hold your breath while you're under the water.
This freaking guy.
All right.
And how will his lungs be safe?
I know, right?
I mean, safe
We'll sort that out later.
ish. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. You don't worry about that now. Worry about that at a later time. So you're under the water. So what's you doing, Nutruck?
I'll move closer to the water.
Okay.
5, 10.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Work.
So as you get closer, you can clearly make out a mass of body in the water, looking like they're trying desperately to keep themselves under the water. Like they keep, swimming, but they're swimming backwards. They keep pushing their arms upward in order to keep themselves completely under the water, and they look to be holding their breath. You can't make out a ton of details, but you can make out horns on top of the head.
Just sneak up behind that truck and scare him.
This is how you die.
There's a horny guy in the water.
Yeah, there's a horny guy in the water.
Giggity. What? Oh.
I'm glad I'm not over there. I already have scars from.
So you've been
Earlier.
under the water for 30 seconds now, by the way.
Oh.
So is this shallow where
So you can wade in to where he is. He basically went in deep enough to put himself under the water.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. All right, I'm gonna try and go in there.
Okay. Yeah, so if you
From
move
there?
into 5 feet and try to grab a hold of him, you'll be able to do that.
I want to grab him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me either a strength. Yeah, just give me a strength or athletics check, and then for Zazer, I need you to give me either an athletics or a acrobatics check. Because you want to stay in this water. You don't want to leave.
I will give athletics because it's -1.
You're gonna just barely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to grab a hold of him. Nut truck. You're able to grab a hold of him. Yep.
Can I pull him, or do I have to?
So
wait,
how much
or...
move do you have? Because it's basically going to cost you double movement to pull him.
I moved 15 so far.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll to move him 5 feet will cost you 10.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you go ahead and pull backwards with him, and he goes with you. That's 10 feet. So he's starting to pull you out of the water, Zazer. And Zazer, you desperately want to get back in the water.
Is my head above water?
Yeah, your head is above water now. He's pulling you out.
Damn frogs! Get away from me, frogs! And I start flailing and just acting a fool at this point.
Yep. Because there's still shadow frogs everywhere. Matter of fact, the one who just grabbed you looks like a demon frog.
In paranoia, I will more than likely fire upon it.
Well, you can't write yet, so we'll see what the next die roll does for you. So Tack, you just saw Nut Truck reach into the water, grab a hold of Zazer, and pull him out of the water, and Zazer just freaking out about frogs. Now I need another roll from Zazer. Okay, so from where you are, you know that there are 2 hideously deformed frog creatures directly in front of you. One of them has a hold of you and is pulling you out of the water. The other one is directly behind him, looking upon you with its deadly, murderous eyes, glowing red with the mere... just the entirety of hellfire behind his irises.
I would cast hold person upon them both.
So you are currently grappled. What does that do for you? So you are currently grappled, which makes you both, I believe, restrained, and yeah, you have 0 speed. That's fine.
But would I be able to do a verbal semantic material spellcast?
Yes, you'll be able to do it. It's just going to be yeah. So yeah, you absolutely miss both of them. Okay, yeah, both of them. You tried desperately to shoot at the one frog that's holding you, and you can't seem to make purchase. So he's screaming, "Get away from me, frogs!" And he's shooting freaking laser beams at you, Nutrock. It's your turn.
I've been called a lot of things, but I never thought I looked like a frog. I'm just gonna ask him what is he doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Right.
You're just
what are you doing?
Shooting at me. Got it. All right, so brothers, you're still yelling, I'm assuming, Tick?
Still reading.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Reading all the things, yep.
action text this long.
All right, yep, it is. Tack.
So, Nutboy here has him held. Can
Yes.
I get around to try to restrain him, tie him, shove the apples it gave me in his mouth?
Yeah, if whatever you want to try, what are you going to try to do?
Tie him up so he can't try doing any of those little things anymore. And
Okay.
he's got to stop casting.
He's just gotta stop casting. So Eldritch
And I'm
Blast.
enjoying every minute of this.
So the Eldritch Blast, you've seen him cast this a few times. So you know probably either being able to stop him from talking or to stop him from moving his arms around is probably the best way to go about this.
We'll start with the talking first. Nutdrock's got a hold of him.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Apple.
So you're going to just shove an apple into his mouth. All right.
Yes.
Do me a favor. Go ahead and give me, because he's going to be thrashing around and trying to get out of the way. Give me a dex check.
I am.
All right. Give me a dex check there, Zazer. Yeah, so next thing you know, Zazer, in the middle of one of your widest mouthed screams, suddenly a delicious apple finds its way jammed into your teeth. And the next thing you know is that essentially your teeth sink into it. You can't really open your mouth enough to dislodge the apple, nor right now can you close it in order to bite the apple all the way through. Essentially gagging yourself at this point. Making any spell that you cast that has a verbal component impossible. Right now. So somehow this other frog had an apple and shoved it into your mouth. It must be a poison apple. There's no other explanation for you. It's a poison apple. All right, and with that, go ahead and give me another die roll. Yeah, you need to get back in that water, man. There's you try as you might, but being held onto is making it very, very difficult. Essentially, you were trying to move, but you can't. You're being held against your will.
Do I have the wherewithal to bite through that apple, or
Nope.
Fair
You
enough.
just want to get in the water, man. You got to get under that water. That's where it's safe, under the water.
I wonder how long it's going to take for me to roll a 6.
Take the apple on the skull.
All right. What you doing there, that truck?
I'm gonna look over at the kobold and be like, should I knock him out? should I just knock him out?
I won't say no.
I mean, I'm for it. I'm all about it.
I'm gonna try and
He's
pull him
acting
further
really
out
weird
of the
right now.
He is. I'm gonna try and pull him further out of the water.
Okay.
I think.
Yep. So again, every 5 feet is 10 feet of movement for you to pull him out of the water. Yep, he's completely out of the water now.
All right.
He
we'll just
seems
keep him
desperately
here.
trying to get back in the water. He's struggling the entire time to get back in.
I don't. All right. I'll. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And just
Just
hold
pull him out a little bit and just hold on to the got it. All right. Go ahead and give me another athletics check for me, please.
Okay.
As he struggles against you. All right. All right. So yep. All right. Tick is still reading. Tack.
I'm gonna secure his hands now.
All right. So go ahead and give
Untie him. We can't move.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. So go ahead and tie him up. Give me a sleight of hand check, a dexterity check. Oh yeah. Okay. I am really confused because I saw a 20 on the die.
Yeah, I did that on my end too.
Did
and
it?
then showed a 15.
Yep.
It's weird.
Well, you know what? I'm counting it as a 20, so that's a 27. Yeah, so you tie him up. You're able to grab a hold of his hand and just really do a good job of tying his hands where they're pretty much useless to him. And tying him to his feet so he can't really run away either.
Excellent. Problem solved.
Is it my turn by chance?
Well, yes.
I start calling for a hooter to come to me immediately.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your die. You really want to get back in that water. So you, even tied up with your leg into fist and being hold on, you're trying to roll off of the stone back into the water. Like you were just trying, you're tied up, like, you know, hands behind your back, feet tied to your hands, and you were trying to roll into the water. It's all you want to do right now. All right. Nudrock. This is my favorite trap in this area, by the way.
I'm just gonna look at it like, what's going on with you? Just relax. It's the door, man. Just relax. It's the door. And then I'm gonna pull him back again.
You're gonna pull him back a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
myself on a
pull
break.
him back 25 feet if you want to, and that'll be all your movement.
That's kind of like 25 feet.
Oh,
Oh,
that's 10.
It's double, right?
Yeah,
I
so
already
that's
moved him back once.
yeah, so that's, I mean, it's 50 feet total, so 25 feet total is what you can move with him, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're gonna go ahead and move him here too.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you start pulling him further away from the water, which is actually pretty easy to do now that he's completely tied up. And then you move behind him. Cool. That's good. You're still reading, Tick. Nothing
Sounds
is.
like he's gonna get a road rash.
He's just being scraped along the stone floor.
I'll yell for my brother to get over here.
Okay. All right.
I'm reading too loud.
Yeah. Okay, you can't hear him? All right, easy enough. All right, so go ahead and give me another roll there, Zazer.
Come on.
You're like, how long does this last? I'm going to let you know it lasts 10 minutes.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
so it wouldn't even matter if he did roll a 6.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. The six just decide the D6 just decides what he does. Whether or not he attacks everything that's nearby him or whether or not he tries to run for the water. That's all.
At this point,
You are tripping balls, Zazer. That's it. You're tripping balls right now.
Yeah, wait.
Not the good kind.
Not
either.
the good
Freaking
kind.
out on yourself.
This is a bad trip right now.
Right.
You have breathed far too much frog poison.
I'm gonna run into my brother, laughing hysterically. Say, you gotta come see what we did to Zazer. He's tripping out right now.
See this.
I gotta see this. Yeah, so as long as you're holding on to him, go ahead, Zazer, give me another roll. Yeah, man, you're trying to get in the water, but you can't. You're being held back by one of these disgusting frog creatures. And now suddenly there's another frog creature. There's 3 of them now. These shadowy demon frog creatures. They're freaking all around you.
All
Make
right.
scary noises. He freaks out at that. It's funny.
No,
What's in all of this?
this is just embarrassing. I've
Um,
got the cure for this.
Your owl is on the way. It tells you it's on the way.
Excellent. As soon as it gets there, I have a plan.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I'm going to take the apple out of his mouth, and then I'm going to take one of my vials of quickness and pour it down his throat.
Why are you gonna do that?
wait, what does this do?
Sweet. I'm
It's
laughing
cobalt
even
tea.
harder now.
And what does vial of quickness do?
It's not a real vial of quickness. That's what we sell it as. It's just my
Okay. I need to be marked. I need to be marked.
Is this
right
one
now
of your
because I'm on the
vials?
floor.
Hold on. Is this one of your vials of urine?
Yes.
As soon as I can speak again, I would cast invisibility upon myself.
All right. So
Like,
it's made him drink a vial of your pee. All right. So
can I hit him with Hellish Rebuke for that?
all right. No, you can't because it doesn't do any
Aw.
damage.
Damn it.
It's not
I'm
an.
prone. I'm prone with laughter.
I'll remember this, Brother Kobold.
You ain't gonna remember nothing. You're tripping balls right now, my friend.
Son of a...
All right.
The player will remember. Still mad
The
about it.
player will remember. So Zazer, you're still freaking out. You're trying to get back to the water. Nothing's working for you. Nutdrock, you're holding on to him, keeping him from moving anywhere. Tick is laughing his ass off. Tack is laughing his ass off. Yeah, so every time you roll an odd number, you're just trying to get back in the water, and that's going to fail. As long as Zazer, or as long as Nutdrock keeps holding on to you.
I'm done. Screw it.
So what are y'all doing for? He's just gonna roll all the dice. Let's see what happens.
Go on.
So while that's all going on, the three of you, what are you? I know Nutdrock, you're still holding on to him. Are you gonna continue to try to maintain control of him? Okay.
I'm gonna
Keep pulling him away from the. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you eventually are able to pull him kind of down. It's going to be difficult to pull him down the cliff unless you use the
No, it's
crane.
not.
How big, I was gonna say,
yeet him
how
off
big of a
the
drop
cliff.
is it?
It's 10 feet.
I'm just gonna yeet him off.
Okay. 1d6 damage, Zazer. Go ahead and roll that for yourself. As you get kind of tossed off. All right. 3 more points of damage as you get tossed off. You really, really want to get into that water, though. Every occasion, go ahead and give me 2 attack rolls against, give me 4 attack rolls against Nutdrock.
All right, hold on.
Should we move to the cliff first?
Yeah, go ahead and move down there. This is essentially during the time frame that it took you to drag him all the way there. He's going to get on average about 4 attacks against you. So I want to go ahead and just... Okay, so he hits you with 1. He hits you with 2. So he hits you with 2 of those. Go ahead and roll the damage. Woo! All right.
So wait,
yeah.
what's he attacking with?
His Eldritch Blast.
Is he able to since he's all tied up?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you're not. You can't do somatic.
My mouth is open. They never wedged that apple back in my mouth.
Somatic. It's somatic and
It's hand movement.
and visual. It's V and S. For
Would I be able to attempt to cast with my horns?
no.
Darn.
Plus, I
No,
also
no, no,
thought
no.
if he was that close to someone, he couldn't use Eldritch Blast. Or
He could. He would have disadvantage, but he couldn't cast it anyway at this point. So go ahead and give yourself the 19 points back, Nutdrock.
Man,
I hit like a
didn't have
freight
much-
train.
I didn't have much health before that. So how do I do that again? It's
Just add 19 to whatever your current wounds are, or subtract 19 from your current wounds.
Seems about 21, I think.
I don't know.
That seems about right.
I would have to look at you. But yeah. So yeah, because you can't Eldritch Blast because your hands are tied up. So you can't do
You're
somatic
hog-tied.
components. Yeah, you can't do somatic components. The only thing that you can do is
Bite me.
verbal, and that's it. Because they did not put the apple back. So if it's a V only spell, you can cast it.
1 moment.
Yeah, I'll give you a second to try to figure that one out.
You could bite me.
Would Hooter be back yet?
Yeah,
Like you-
Hooter's making his way. Yeah, Hooter makes his way in actually, and tries to tell you, why are you fighting your own friends?
At this point, I've just gone to a Thaumaturgy's booming voice. I've been screaming at him the whole
Yelling
time,
At
3 times as loud
maximum
as my
volume.
usual.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna pour more piss in his mouth.
You bastard! You
It's a
son
swift
of a-
potion. It's a swift potion.
Swiftness potion.
This will heal you.
Heal me what of my sanity? It's working.
You don't even know. Pouring
We're
urine.
trying to cast the frogs out of your mind.
It's the Bear Grylls form of healing.
You know, it's like if you get a jellyfish sting in the ocean, you're supposed to pee on yourself or something to make it go away. We're trying that.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's what we're trying.
Makes perfect sense. All right. it makes absolutely perfect sense. Oh, holy shit.
I'm gonna punch him in the face and see if he stops screaming.
Oh man. Okay, so
No, Caesar doesn't know what to do when he's out of control, but be even more himself.
once you all get him down the stairs, no matter what he does, there's no way for him to climb the stairs with his arms and his feet in their current situation. And so and he can't cast any spells in his current situation either. So he's pretty much unable to do anything at this point. And it's been about 2 minutes, by the way.
Oh
get there.
my goodness. So when he sees the owl, does he see like a flying frog?
He sees a giant flying frog who is telling him that everything is fine.
Oh Lord!
Everything,
No, I know.
everything is fine.
And he's hearing this in his head through.
That's what he's hearing. That's what you hear in your head. Yes.
Two
You're
frogs
no help to
laughing.
me, Frogbird. You are no help
And
to me.
then you're hearing 2 other frogs just.
Oh my god.
That's all you hear.
I call out to Hooter, make me invisible, Hooter. You know what to do.
Make me
Start thrashing around some more, trying to get free of it. Friggin'. There ain't really much I can do except for be loud and yell and be loud.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep holding him.
We could stop here. He can't go anywhere. We can wait this out, see if it goes away, or keep shoving piss in his throat, see if that helps.
I'm out of piss.
I'm out of
That's be
piss.
fresh.
We can make some.
Oh Lord. Freaking kobolds, man.
Zazer's in charge.
Laser's in charge, man.
This is what.
What was he even doing? Why did you guys tie him up? Why don't we just let him do whatever he wants?
So I went and checked out that room that he went in that we didn't hear screaming from, and there were some broken pots next to a chest. So I can only assume he set something off, like a dumbass.
Oh, you said in their pot. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
La 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 la.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go and explore where those frogs were before, because they're probably dead now.
All right,
Well,
We could rest here.
you could.
yeah. I think I'm gonna try and
I'm not resting with all this screaming. Screw that.
I'm a dwarf. I'm probably a pretty heavy sleeper.
Depends on how much you drink.
That's a good point. All right, never mind. I'll wait. I'll
Okay.
just wait. And just wait with them.
Okay.
Wait with them.
So after about 10 minutes, all the screaming subsides. Zazer, suddenly you remember being inside that one room, and you remember opening up the chest with the spear. And then now suddenly you are tied up with your hands tied to your feet, hog-tied, lying on the cold stone inside of this darkened cave.
I look at my bindings. I kind of relax.
It's
there on
going to
the
be
floor.
hard. It's going to be hard for you to look at your bindings considering they're behind you.
Oh. I realize that there's bindings. I what did I do?
Why does my mouth taste like piss?
You got into something crazy, man.
What is that flavor?
So, if I ask you gentlemen real nice like, could you free me from this hog tiement? Por favor.
50 gold.
Nutrock, I'll pay you 10.
You hurt Nutrock. It's 50 each.
What would I have to roll to try to free myself?
Go ahead. I mean, give me either a dex or a strength check. So a dex check in order to like wriggle free of your bindings, or a strength check to just break them. Yeah, no.
Right, we'll cut you a deal, and it's 25 each.
Hooter, a little help here, buddy. Could you undo the knots for me?
Well, to be fair, Master, you were acting out of sorts.
You're not wrong, Hooter. This isn't the first time you've seen me do foolish things, but I do come back around.
All right, final offer, 20 each, and we'll take them off now.
You seem to have been under the influence of something mind-altering.
Well,
Super wounded.
it's not the first time, and I promise I'll stay away from that particular thing.
Oh,
this
no,
time.
Master. No. This is far different from the other times. Previously, you knew what you were doing. This time, no.
Oh? I'm clear-headed now. I'm clearly not deserving of being in bindings.
Yes, sir. That's
Could be all part of the trap.
That's absolutely true, but what I would say is that you are tied up and they are not.
This owl's smart.
Well, it's an owl. It's an owl. It knows things.
Hooter, as my familiar, I command you to take the dagger out of my hip here and cut my bindings free. Please, sir.
Do you see thumbs on me, sir?
Well, I see a wonderful set of talons that are meant for gripping, catching, twisting, tearing. I know you are wonderfully equipped for such things, and gripping might be able to... we might be able to work together on this one.
Yes, sir. He sounds really incredulous when he says yes, sir, by the way. And he flies down and just starts trying to take his talons and work on the ropes, which doesn't work great, but it's doing some things.
Probably hurts like hell too.
I mean, he's just hitting the rope right now, so So far, so good.
Good work, buddy. You got this. I believe in you.
Hooter? No.
This is how your familiar gets killed.
This
Again.
is- Again.
True.
This is like the fourth familiar. This one dies.
Well, if you guys would like to kill the Hooter, by all means, but he's going to be working on it, as far as I know. And
Should we leave him here?
Should we leave here? Oh, we should probably untie him. But hey,
We didn't get money.
true. All right.
He damaged you.
All
All right.
True.
All right. 10 gold each, and we'll let you out.
I'm wounded.
I'm wounded.
This will
Cleric.
heal the scars that we have now from your action.
That's the best part. I'm wounded. You're a cleric. You can heal yourself at any time.
hold on. I'm curious about something. It actually doesn't even say. You're wounded, fine. Take some love from me then. As an apology, Sir Cleric.
I want some.
He's just start healing them randomly.
It doesn't say that I need to do it verbally, semantically, or anything like
Nope.
that, so...
Nope. All right.
Will you take my apologies, Sir Nutrock?
Yeah, I'm good. All right. See you later, dude. I'm just gonna walk away.
Just leave him tied up. All right.
I'm tied up.
Hey, it's my rope.
Right. It's his. Where'd the other kobold go to?
I don't know, but where did you go?
I went down to the room with the frogs before, the mud room that was all the frogs.
Oh yeah,
in.
there. So go. Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a perception check down there just to see if you see anything. So you don't see any eyeballs or anything like that down in that room at all. It definitely looks like it's kind of really thick mud, and that someone of your stature would possibly be completely engulfed by it.
I thought there were some wooden planks or something.
Not in this room.
Huh.
Upstairs, yes.
Well, when in Rome.
Okay. You just hop down in the mud. Yeah, so the mud is super, super thick. And you will use twice as much movement to go through this area at all. You can see both to the north and south of you. It looks fairly empty. It just looks like it's filled with mud.
Then I'll just keep on going.
Okay. Yeah. So as you kind of explore the whole room, you really don't see much of anything in here, at all. Even this bottom corner here, just kind of dead ends.
Oh, I thought that was actually a passage. That's the only
Nope.
reason I came
Sorry.
here.
Yeah, I should have. I didn't realize it wasn't opened all the way until I scrolled down a little bit. So, yeah, there's
Oh,
nothing there.
I'll leave.
You just know that, you know, that downstairs, if you remember right, is that area where all those bugs were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was like another like passage thing.
Mm-mm.
Because it was
No.
cut off.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Nope. No passage there. So, Zazer, you're still tied up.
Okay, Caesar, one last offer. That's it. I will untie you, but you owe me a favor, no questions asked,
A favor?
of my choosing.
You know what? I'll pay you the 50 gold.
He'd rather pay him the money than give him a favor.
No. I won't. No. You know what? I'll give you 100 gold right here. Untie me, please.
Done.
All right.
100 gold and he didn't even threaten to piss in his mouth again?
You weren't even there when that happened. You weren't even there when that happened.
As soon as I stand
Well, I
up,
left, like, forever
50
ago. I
gold
would've
like we
come
promised.
back to hell.
Do what? Sorry?
And as soon as I'm free, I pop up and like I count out the 100 gold pieces and just throw them to the floor. And I'm done with this whole freaking thing. I kind of just wander off. I'm gonna go find some place to sleep.
All
While he's untying him though, I'm gonna tell him what was happening or why he was
Explain
tied
to
up
why
and
he was tied up to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, essentially, you know that you were losing your mind and randomly attacking and really trying to drown yourself in the lake.
That makes a lot of sense. I would have assumed I would have tried to strangle one of y'all at that point. Huh.
Let's get some rest. I have something else to show you later, Zazer.
Okay.
Well,
So you all go. So everybody's gonna kind of bed down. Were you all planning on? Wait, where are you going? Everybody's going upstairs then.
I'm gonna go find Zig and sleep on him.
right. I want
Um,
to find the half orc's room. He was carrying on about that.
we're gonna go sleep on Zig.
Zig is
all
warm.
four of us.
Yep.
Sig is
I feel like
warm.
Zig-
So yeah, you were all down there for about an hour total, between the four of you. You do know that Zig was upstairs on the second floor within the keep. So you can definitely head up that way and take your long rest. And I think this is a good time for everybody to go ahead and take our actual real person break. Because I need to relax after dealing with all that business. But that's hilarious. Okay. So you all do make your way up to the second floor where Zig is. And that would be Nutrock. Here, let me move this out of the way. So we have Axia, who was downstairs, and then up on the second floor, we everybody else, Zazer, Tic Tac, and Nutrock make their way upstairs. They find he's not quite asleep, but you do find him burning a carpet and whatnot. So there's a carpet kind of like half burned in the fireplace. Partially that's burned is in the fireplace, and the rest of it's kind of sticking out because you couldn't put the whole thing in there. There are a couple of soft cooked apples.
Kobold poop.
What's that?
So it smells like burnt carpet and kobold poop up here?
Yeah, pretty much because you took a shit on his desk.
That's right.
So
Yeah, I'm
all
going
that.
down to the church.
So yeah, so the main room smells like kobold poop. The inside smells like burnt carpet. You see a loose floorboard that has been kind of pulled up where the carpet used to be. It's completely empty, and you see just Zig kind of zoned out in the corner. And with that, since everyone wants to go ahead and take a long rest, we'll go ahead and take our long rest at this point. We'll also take our break. So we will be back here in about 15 minutes. So here at about 9:30 p.m. Central Time. And so we'll give it about 15 minutes. Y'all take your break. We'll take our break. And we'll return with more of the Dungeons and Dragons after we do this long rest. See you in a bit. Hey everybody, we're back. We are back. Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Everybody slept.
Mhm.
Everybody did a sleep. Everybody did a sleep. You basically spent the rest of the day resting and recuperating, deciding that it was the better part of valor to just allow all this to kind of have time to calm down before you continued on with your adventuring.
During that, could I have checked out that item I acquired?
Sure could. Yeah, so that item seems to be a dagger that not only is magical, giving you a +1 to attack and a +1 damage. It also seems to have a command word that will coat it with a thick toxic substance that will poison someone for extra poison damage and then poison them for 1 minute, that you can do once a day.
Ooh.
So if you go into the spells and look for the Venom of Dagger, you'll find that ability. Let me see if I can find your dagger. Here it is.
So, Brother Cobalt, did you say that you wanted me to look at something?
Yes. They're still mine.
I'm not trying to claim anything that's yours, Cobalt. I understand rights of possession.
I'm going to show him the 2 books that I found.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check there, Zazer. Okay. Yeah, so you can definitely tell that these are definitely wizard spell books. What spells exactly are in there escape you at this time. It would probably take another wizard some time to decipher them. For what you do know of wizard spells is that each one has their own shorthand for writing a spell out. So it always will take some time for another wizard to decipher them and figure out, what spells are in there.
Neat. Would there be would there be any way of knowing, considering the whole warlock thing and the weirdness of the dreams and all of that, would there have been a way that maybe I could have seen some of these shorthands previously?
So essentially, no. There's nothing that tells you exactly what they are, but you can tell that one book seems to have more advanced spells than the other book.
Very interesting wizard books you have found, Brother Cobalt. Seems to be a rather powerful one, as I point out, the one that seems to be a little bit more powerful than the other.
Okay.
This one seems to be a little bit more powerful, a little bit more special. We might want to get these translated, but we need to be careful to find the right wizard to translate these for us.
Yeah. We'll do that. Next time we're someplace.
Yeah, next time play your someplace because you're out in the middle of nowhere right now.
Oh, and I found this. This is yours. I'm going to give him his spear thing back or whatever.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't want to carry it. It doesn't fit in my pocket.
Oh, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you.
All right, so you give him a spare back. All right. So y'all take a nap. Well, y'all took your long rest there. So everybody gets back their abilities and can redo their spells and all that stuff like that they have. You pretty much, because of the length of the day and so on and so forth, you kind of spent, the rest of the day relaxing and chilling out, eating. The food that was left, what food that was left over, Zig had plenty of apples, which he offers to everybody, as per usual. And there you go. So that's what's happening there.
Alan,
Yes.
I would like to investigate that doll that Snapjaw gave me. Did you put that in my inventory?
No, so that doll just kind of looks like a carved. A lot of the features, it's not something that is made absolutely pristine and perfect in any way, shape, or form. However, you can tell based on kind of the carvings of the tattoos and some of the various facial features that essentially he did his best to carve a likeness of you.
Aw.
Sex doll.
Okay, and since I'm in that bald guy's room,
Yes.
I'm gonna like investigate the room and see if I can find anything
So-
in it that might help us.
Yeah, sure.
No,
So
freak out about it.
you actually had plenty of time while they were downstairs mucking about. So here there wasn't a whole lot in the room essentially. But there was a box that was silver inlaid, made of redwood, and but it definitely has a locked clasp on the front of it that you can very easily see.
Zig's already got that box.
Oh wait, you did, didn't you? Never mind. No, there's nothing in there.
Okay.
I forgot you grabbed that already.
Okay, I'm
Never
gonna.
forget.
That's
go
right,
see-
because you opened the box up, didn't you?
And
And took a acid arrow right to the chest. That's right.
Yep.
Okay, yep. Now I remember.
Okay, I'm gonna go and see if I can find everybody else.
Which way you going?
I'm gonna go. See, I went. Did I go upstairs? Where am I?
You're downstairs. You're downstairs in the main keep.
Okay.
You do know the last time that you saw Zig, he was upstairs in that same keep.
Okay, I'm gonna go back upstairs and
Okay.
go to Zig's room.
Yeah, so as you go upstairs, you kind of see the rest of them lying around all haphazardly. You know, the cleric and one of the brothers kind of laying out in one room, and you could find Zig and the rest of them in the other room, kind of sprawled out. There's a burnt carpet in the fireplace, like a half burnt carpet sitting in the fireplace.
Is that smell?
Yeah, it reeks.
oh, the smell's in the other room.
It's in both rooms. There's a slightly different smell in each room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in the room that somebody took a
Dump on the desk. Yeah. Someone took a kobold dump right on the desk.
Freaking kobolds. Ruthless lot.
So hard to get good help.
Yeah.
If you think that's bad, go smell Zazer's breath.
I blame the demonic heritage.
Yeah, that's what I'll blame too.
Yeah, that too.
So what's our plan, guys? We gonna go try to find this bald guy?
If Zig was smart, he'd tell you to search. What floor didn't we explore? The third floor.
Yeah, you've been to a lot of different places. You've been in this this office, obviously. You were in the other office as well. And there is some upstairs and downstairs and various locations that you have not explored quite yet. That you know of. I mean, there was a few locations, so it's possible that you missed something up on an upper floor.
Yeah, I think we've done all the ground floor. All of the second? I think it's
I
just
don't
the third.
think we ever went into this. Oh god, what was it?
Oh, we're missing some of the second too.
Yeah. So I will also say that you weren't very thorough in some places either.
Yeah.
You walked in, you took a look, and kept on going.
I really think we should look out the ports of this other tower, because we never did go in that room after we mutilated the frog dude.
Which tower?
On the second level, essentially just north of us.
Oh no, we didn't go in there because there was something in the water.
Yeah, there was something in the pile of refuse
Yeah, that was
in the area below.
Yeah, that was moving around.
And you're like, yeah, maybe we don't want to go there.
Snapjaw told us to not go there.
Yeah, Snapjaw told you not to go there.
That's right.
Well, I say we go investigate someplace that we need to finish then.
By the way, Tack, you did find that item, correct? Both the ability and the actual item itself, you were able to equip it?
I didn't find the ability. It just got the info off of the info box.
Okay. Yeah, so if here we go. Really? It's not putting it in there? There we go. That's the actual spell effect. That should work for whenever you activate it. So you should be able to add that to your character sheet.
So have we been up the tower on the bottom left? Does that go up or does that go down?
The bottom left-hand side. So that one, yes, you've been in there. So essentially the second floor map is turned because it's silly, but it's turned. So yeah, you've been up in that one. You've been in the main area and you've been in the one area that went to the library. You have not visited that other tower going up to the second floor. Nor have you been in the other area that you've explored. There's another area that you haven't been in. The tower to the northwest, you haven't gone up there either. So neither one of the northern towers have you been in upstairs.
I thought the northwest went down. I didn't need to go up.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Give me a second here. Let me double check this map real quick.
Yeah, if that northwest one goes up, we never went up because when we first went there, it was only down.
Yeah, so the northwest one does go up and down. My apologies. So there's a stairway that goes up and a stairway that goes down.
Well, so we go check it out?
So go up that one and then go to the east one and go check the garbage pile out.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you guys head towards the area on the north. And as you initially walk up the steps, you find yourselves here. Let me find all of you. You're all actually up here. Let me move y'all.
We're going up to the second floor?
Yeah. Yeah, so as you head up to the second floor here, let me go ahead and clear this out so you can see it. And as you come upstairs, right, into this kind of main room, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on in this particular room. It's really sparse, not much of anything of interest. There's a by the way, yeah, there is a door to the north and to the east side here, or whatever it is. See if that clears it out a little better for you. There you go. All right. So, are you opening that north door there?
Yep.
All right. So as you open the north door, there's a kind of a rectangular room here. This really, there's about 5 beds, which are really nothing more than reed mattresses, and there's a few wooden trunks in there as well. That one for each of the reed mattresses.
I'm gonna rummage through each one of them.
So for the most part, you find 6 copper coins in each one of them, or total. You find 6 copper coins, and a bunch of just random clothing, just commoner clothes, nothing of any particular importance.
Okay.
To open this door.
All right, so as you open the other door, this is a slightly bigger room. Whoops, let me just do it this way, it's easier. So this room is slightly bigger, and it looks like it's a little bit, in this room, one of the biggest differences is that there's a small hearth in here keeping the room kind of warm. Since it's been a while, it's the fire seems to have completely died down. So a little bit of a chill has started to kind of take in the air, but it's definitely warmer than the other room that was here before. Again, it's this one here is there's seven reed mattresses, and there's also 7 chests. Rummaging through the chests themselves, there is actually 10 gold in this room.
Are there any carpets?
No carpets.
Okay.
None at all. Just a straight stone floor here.
So you go take a mattress off one of the beds, put it in the fireplace.
To start, okay, yeah. So you grab one of the reed mattresses, throw it into the hearth. It doesn't take long before the dry straw and reeds kind of catch and start to lighten up and warm up the room.
And he'll eat a few apples while he's here.
While you're just in there hanging out, gotcha. Now this room itself. So other than the stairs, that led up into this room, one of the other things is that it does actually lead up. There are stairs that go up to another floor.
In the room we're in?
The stairs, yeah. The stairs go upwards again. So there's stairs that lead up, and then there's you can kind of walk around and go up again if you choose to.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go back. Let's go up.
All right. So, sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying something stupid.
Okay. But was it important stupid or just stupid?
No, just
that's.
It was just stupid.
It's just stupid. I got it. All right, no problem. Yeah. So, all right. So as you all walk up, to the next floor, you find another chamber, another sleeping chamber, essentially. Not unlike all the other ones that you've kind of walked into previously. Essentially, reed mattresses and some chests lying around.
I'll start rummaging through what chests I can before the brothers get their sticky fingers into them.
Okay. In that main room, there's not much to speak of. And are you going into that other room?
I'm going into the one to the right.
Okay. So in this room, it's mostly empty. This particular room that you're coming into, it has some like a few stools and a couple of small tables. Essentially, just a bench and a stool and a table, about three of them. And there's also in the corner a basin of water.
I'll go up to the basin of water and just kind of glare into it to see if I can't catch my reflection.
I mean, it's just a basin of water, so yeah, you can kind of catch yourself a little bit as well. In that northern room, this room itself, actually, the roof has collapsed in. There's a lot of shingles and some ceramic shingles and wood, and it's kind of just the entire roof has collapsed in on this room, and it doesn't look like it's used for anything.
And the stairs don't go up again, right?
No, they do not go up any further. You can kind of see the ceiling to the peak far above you. So it looks like you're definitely at the top floor for this tower.
I'm gonna dig around the rubble just a little bit to see if I see anything
Okay.
useful.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation.
Okay, so digging around in the rubble, either this place never really held much of interest or it collapsed far before any of the cultists or anybody got here. And it hasn't been used for quite some time because you don't find anything.
Okay. Gonna go back out.
Okay.
And somebody already checked this room out, right?
Yeah, they were already in there.
Shall we
Just
head
more chests and more bags, and then now there's a flaming uh mattress of reeds inside the hearth.
Damn Zig.
He's burning everything.
Oh, it's burning crap.
That's what he does.
Burning or eating.
Or both.
Or both, yeah.
Or both.
Okay, should we go check out that other tower?
Yep. If we didn't find nothing here, we might as well.
Okay. So you all make your way downstairs back to the main floor. Doesn't take all that long, honestly, to make your way all the way down. So you find yourselves back on the primary floor here. And when you get there, you see the same. Holy crap! What is going on? Oh, I accidentally clicked the thing that I didn't mean to click. Oh well, screw it. So as y'all make your way, back downstairs, you find yourselves back into that main room that you've been in quite a few times, actually. And so you're gonna head across to the other side. Is that what I'm tracking?
There is this room here that had those bugs or something in it to try to eat Axia.
Yeah, there were a lot of centipedes in that room. Yeah, that attacked.
Was that me or was that Zig?
It was you.
Yeah, you walked right on in, and they.
Oh yeah, you pulled me back out, huh?
Yes, and shut the door.
Dumb barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do anything in there while we're here?
Hey, I wasn't here. I'm not here for the brains, man. I'm more the brawn.
It's worth investigating while we're here.
So, I mean, you could look through the door, and looking through the door, you kind of see a lot of just broken furniture. It's wet, it's moldy. There's no water or anything lying on the floor. So other than a kind of large pile of refuge to the south side, there's nothing much else that you can see in this room.
To the other tower.
Okay. So you make your way over to that other tower, and once you kind of get to that tower, you can tell, like, again, there used to be a wooden floor here, but that seems like that floor is completely gone, and there's basically this just large garbage pit and latrine just filled with foul smelling waste, swamp water. And it only goes about, maybe 1 to 2 feet below the level of the doorway that you're standing right next to. You do remember that essentially you were told to avoid it at all costs. So yeah. Wait, so who's jump? So, all right. So, what order are y'all jumping across? Are you jumping across, or are you jumping down, going over to the steps and jumping up?
Whatever would be easiest for a not so physically apt tiefling.
Tick, what are you doing? You're still back a ways.
I just haven't moved yet.
Okay. I didn't know if you were sticking up with them all. So as soon as Zazer and Axia kind of jump across, the refuse starts to kind of roil and move as if something was underneath it. And as soon as that happens, suddenly these tentacles come launching out of the muck. And I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
This one before.
Okay. And boom. Okay. So with that, these tentacles kind of come out of the muck and are essentially, not only do the tentacles come out, but also like the top half of a creature comes just kind of spilling out. You can't make out the whole thing, but you can definitely make out quite a bit of it.
Oh, him is ugly.
You're not wrong.
I don't like those teeth.
Bad puppy. Bad puppy.
So it's partially submerged, but not completely. And you can see him right in the muck. Essentially, he's actually right here. Not too far away. So, Tack.
I will throw something at it. Like a firebolt.
Okay. All right, with a 10, you miss the tentacles as they kind of scramble around. And yeah. And with that, that's all you can do. You're not moving or anything?
Yeah, I moved back a couple.
Okay, cool. Tack. Wait, that was you. Zazer. I don't know why it didn't update, but there we go.
If I moved, would it have an opportunity attack?
So the large tentacles that it has, kind of sees that it's they look pretty long, so they may be able to reach you.
Ooh.
Giving you Poseidon's gift.
You know what? Screw it. Let's not run away. Where's the spell? There's the spell. Whatcha?
Your first attack will hit.
Ooh.
So your Eldritch Blast hits him for 6 points of damage.
Try that again. Ooh.
And your second attack also hits for another 9 points of damage. All right. What's up?
And I'm just gonna stay right there. Yep.
Stay right there. Okay, that's easy enough. All right. So with that, next up is Nutrock.
I'm going to ring my bell.
Ding a dong. All right, you ring your bell, and he succeeds on his saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to move.
He said,
forward
"Okay."
right here. And
All right. Moving into the muck. Now the muck itself down there it's a bit of mud, it's a bit of garbage, it's a bit of poop. It's kind of thick and difficult to move through, so it is rough terrain.
all right. Well, that's all I'm moving anyway.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know. So with that, next up, Axia.
Okay. So is it like double movement then?
Well,
Like
you're on the steps right now, so you're good.
Yeah, but in order to get close enough that I could swing at him.
Yeah, once you get into the muck, it'll be double movement. Yes.
So will I be able to get to here?
Yeah, you can get right up to him if that's what you want to do.
Yep, and I'm gonna take us out. First thing I'm gonna do is rage.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Rage it up because this thing is big and ugly and has giant teeth.
And then I'm gonna smack it.
Yeah, that'll hit with a 20. For 17 points of damage.
And I'm gonna smack him again.
All right, second attack. You swing again. This time you miss, though, and you don't quite make any kind of contact.
Okay, then we'll try to electrocute them.
All right, with your zappy zap. Yep. He succeeds on his saving throw, which will only take half damage. And takes 1 point of electrical damage. So
Yeah,
next
that's what
up,
I can do.
all right, next up is Tick.
Question.
Yes.
How's the lighting in here?
So inside this itself, it's shaded enough that you are not suffering from direct sunlight, since you have a roof over top of your head.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Let's see. YOLO, I'll do a sharpshooter shot for my first one.
There you go. Go ahead and sharpshoot it. You take aim and you fire, and you miss.
I'll do another one.
All right. And your second attack will also be a miss.
And my third attack, I'm not going to do it.
Okay. That'll actually hit. That's how you reverse psychology of the dice.
Pretty much.
Yep, for your Dread Ambusher, go ahead. Your third attack will hit for 22 points of damage. You've definitely heard it, but it's not down and out by any means. So the nearest one, it reaches out with its sharp teeth and attempts to bite onto Axia, and will hit with a 21, and will do 11 points of damage, resisted down to 5. But then also its disgusting teeth force you to save against the poison effect, and you fail. Suddenly feeling yourself poisoned, which will give you disadvantage on your attack rolls. And after that bite, he will then follow up with a single tentacle attack against Zazer, who shot him earlier, and will automatically miss with a 1.
Woot.
And then on top of that, will then also attempt to attack tentacle Nutdrock, and will hit Nutdrock for 14 points, a total of both piercing and bludgeoning damage, and will find yourself grappled and restrained by his tentacle. All right.
What exactly does restrain do again?
So you can't move, essentially, with restrained. So grappled, well, you kind of know what grappled means, but as far as the restraining and all that goes, you are not able to move, and any attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have any disadvantage against dexterity saving throws.
All right.
So the restrained, basically, you can't move, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. All right.
All right.
Zig.
Oh dear.
So essentially, as soon as it hits you, basically with this tentacle, it wraps it around you and grips you.
So I know what this is, and even though Zig doesn't. Axia's in trouble. All right. Zig doesn't know. All right.
He's just gonna run up.
Yeah.
All right.
And where's me 2 hands?
I'm surprised it didn't like swallow her whole with that mouth.
Whack.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna miss with his first attack. His second attack will hit with a 22. And for 14 points of damage. It's heavily wounded.
Yeah, this is not worth the risk. He's gonna do his action surge and go at it again.
Okay. That one's gonna hit as well. With a 24 for another 16 points of damage. Definitely wounded, but still up and fighting.
One last swipe.
Okay. Your last one, a 15 will hit. For another 12 points of damage, critically wounding it. It definitely took a lot of damage from that hit.
And how much movement have I got there?
You spent 15 to get up there. So you have another 15 feet.
I could technically get out.
Oh, no, wait. 5, 20...
I spent 30, haven't I?
Yeah, you spent 30.
All right.
You spent all of it because of the gunk. You had to move through the gunk.
I guess Sig stands there and waits for his inevitable death.
All right, and with
We
that
got,
said,
like, one shot.
with that, looks like we are back at the top of the order with attack. That's going to hit with a 17. I'm assuming you're firebolting again, or no? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So 23 points of your firebolt hits it straight in its gaping mouth.
It's an arrow.
It was an arrow. Okay. Yeah. So your arrow hits him right in his gaping mouth, and he immediately lets go of Nutdrock as he collapses. And just tentacles kind of flop to the side as well. So Nutdrock, you are no longer grappled, nor are you restrained. It
He's
let you
lucky I
go.
was about to destroy him.
Oh yeah?
You're welcome.
However, Axia, you can definitely feel the whatever was on his teeth, probably just disease or whatever of this really strong, the bite that he had, whatever was infecting is definitely in your bloodstream. You could definitely feel it. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save real quick here, since you're next in the rotation here in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so you're definitely having some issues shaking that feeling of being poisoned. So yeah, but it's definitely dead. So for those of you who don't know what this thing is, it's essentially a refuge disposal. It's a giant creature that eats garbage, and therefore tends to be found in a lot of sewers and things like that.
Is that what was in the garbage chute on Star Wars?
Maybe. Quite possibly. Ew. All right.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
are also
dead.
telepathic. Did it try and speak to anyone?
No, it didn't. It didn't even get a chance. Yep.
Just wondering, Cleric, do you have any cure spells?
Well, I mean, I'm looking.
Yeah, it's like, you got anything for poison? Like anything at all?
I'm pretty sure I don't, but I'm still looking.
Maybe I could suggest to her that she's not poisoned. Horrible.
You're gonna cast suggestion. You feel fine.
It'll be fine.
It's just a flesh
Just a
wound.
flesh wound. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be right as rain. Oh my goodness.
Nope, I got nothing.
You got nothing?
You're on your own. You're on your own for poison.
Well, we could use a wizard. Kidding. All right.
Yeah, so essentially being poisoned essentially does nothing more than any kind of attack rolls or skill checks that you do for the next 54 seconds, since it only lasts for about a minute. Will suffer disadvantage. So as long as you don't get into another fight or have to like crawl across anything or anything like that, you should be fine here in about a minute.
Okay.
It give or take, yeah. I mean, you can every round you can try again to shake off the poison feelings.
The Constitution.
Yeah,
save.
Constitution save, yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't the poison? Oh, yeah, okay. You're not using that effect. Okay.
I mean, I'm going by what it says.
Okay.
I'm going by what it says.
So it doesn't do like any damage or anything, or
No, it just gives her the poison condition. It did extra. I mean, it did some damage at the beginning, but that was it. All right.
we can just wait a minute and it'll be fine.
Yeah, essentially, it'll wear
Well,
off.
let's keep exploring.
All right. So you guys got to head upstairs.
Yep.
That's my assumption. Okay, cool. So as you make your way up to the last floor here. Since it looks like it'll be Axia, then the Zazer, then the Nutdrock, and then the Zig, and then the brothers. So as you make your way up into this next room, as you kind of go up the steps, you realize that the second floor is absolutely rotted through. There are large holes just kind of all over the place where the floorboards are supposed to be. The floorboards are completely rotted through. They've all fallen into that garbage pit that's below. The floorboards that remain are probably not going to hold up anybody of any kind of significant weight. However, there are definitely some support beams that are kind of laying across that look like maybe they'll still support some weight. But they are definitely covered in a thick coating of lichen and fungus and mold and just other kind of just slippery, gross stuff. Now the steps can continue upward. So from here, if you did want to continue, you could continue to walk up the steps up to the third floor if you wanted to, and just forget about this room altogether. Now,
Yes,
what you
Does it appear like there's anything of value just kind of peering into the section?
I'm sorry. So anything in that floor essentially there?
Is there anything shiny or anything just in passing?
Okay.
Not that I'm looking too terribly hard.
Yeah, so against that southern wall, essentially where where Axia is, that northern area there, directly south on the southern wall, there looks to be a single trunk that seems to be balanced directly on a support beam.
I definitely will not go try to get it.
Okay.
I will not. I'll probably
Okay.
fall.
Can I throw one of my spears at it to see if I can't tip it off the ledge?
I mean, you can.
Go
Go ahead and give me an attack roll. A ranged attack roll with your spear. Which I don't believe you are.
Oh, actually, no, hold on. Yeah.
While he's trying to figure that out, I'll use Mage Hand.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go open the chest.
So, all
My
right.
Mage Hand.
So it's definitely locked.
Well, good thing that I can use my thing to pick a lock.
You sure can.
Does that spear hit?
No, it misses it and falls into the garbage pit below.
Ooh. All right.
So go ahead and give me a check, a dexterity check with thieves tools if you're going to use your thieves tools there to.
Do I do it with the magic hand thing? It just said you can use thieves tools to pick locks.
Oh,
and disarm
no, wait.
traps at range.
You can't do that. Your brother. No, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. You're You're one of them magic rogue guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can use your mage hand to do that.
Right. But do I have to roll for that since it's
Yes.
the mage hand?
No, you still have to roll because you're basically instructing the hand how to unlock the chest. Yeah, so with a click, you unlock the lock on the chest.
I command Hooter to go see if he can't open the lid at this point.
It's a little heavy for the owl.
I'll just keep using my hand then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the mage hand is easily able to open it. Inside, you see what looks to be a pile of coins.
Well, I can carry 10 pounds with that hand, so
So the grand total of weight for the chest itself may be a bit much for your mage hand based upon how big the chest is and how full it is. So you're guesstimating just on average that probably 40 pounds total.
I'll just grab 10 pounds at a time.
Okay, so you're just gonna grab and all right, so that's gonna take a little while. You can't quite grab 10 pounds worth of gems. Essentially, it's a handful at a time, or not gems, excuse me, coins. It's a handful at a time, so that's gonna take a while. So while he's doing that
good.
and slowly pulling that money in, because that's all that's important to him, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Waiting.
Making sure that he doesn't drop anything.
Okay.
I'm having Hooter see if he can't pick up a couple of coins and bring them to me.
Okay. Yeah, so Hooter is, let's see, what is
Mage
the-
hand slap.
And dead familiar.
And dead familiar. No. So let's see. What is the strength of Hooter here? Hooter's strength is a whopping 3. So yeah, he can bring you about 5 coins at a time. Meanwhile, the mage hand can bring far more than that. He can bring 500 coins at a time.
Oh, that's fine. I'll take each grouping of 5 that I can get.
Okay. So with that, I will say this at the end of it. All right, Zazer, you are able to grab a pair of earrings, just some golden earrings.
Ooh.
You're also able to grab 5 silver and 20 copper. However, Tack, you are able to grab 1,815 copper and 49 silver pieces during that time. Now, it's going to take a while for you to grab all that. So while that's happening, are y'all just waiting for this exchange of cash to happen, or what?
Yep.
So these stairs keep going up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep going up.
Okay, so as you move upward towards the 3rd floor, one of the first things that you notice is that there's a trap door that has been closed and latched, leading up to the upstairs.
Okay, maybe I won't go up the stairs first.
Okay.
Somebody check for traps. There's a trap door up here, guys.
I'm busy.
You are definitely busy doing all that.
I will collect your coins while you go check for the trap.
You can't reach that far.
I turn and point past Eltra's blast at the door. Let me see if I can't just blast the door open. Just.
Okay, I'm gonna move back.
So you're
then.
gonna move back while he just
Yes.
shoots at the door. All right. So the door itself literally doesn't have, it's not locked. There's nothing keeping it from opening other than a turn button on the inside that's basically kind of a latch. So it's nothing more than a turn to unlock it or to open it and push up on it. So your Eldritch Blast just basically destroys the old rotten wood that is this door.
See, not, oh, wait. Wrong menu. See, not so hard. And I'll walk up the stairs and kind of just peek up to see if there's anything.
All right, so you're gonna go up and stick your head through the door.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let me go ahead and do this here. Let's open this up so you can see it. So Zazer, you go up to the top of the floor and you stick your head out. And you're just like, whoa, what's up in here, while everybody else is on the bottom floor. Now, in this room itself, it's essentially kind of a mostly empty room. There's a large table in the middle that you can see, and there's a few racks around the walls that have scrolls and things in them. On the floor, you see bodies, but they've been there for an extremely long time. The bones themselves are practically powder at this point, and they are just covered with, they're briefly and partially shrouded by tatters of cloth that have long been, rotted away or ate away, as they've set up here. And yeah.
Does it appear safe enough for me to walk into this, step into this
The
room?
floor, in what way? What do you mean?
Between the floor stability, I don't want to fall.
So
through.
yeah, so the floor itself looks pretty sturdy. You kind of notice that from downstairs that this floor is not anywhere near. It's like it's not rotted at all compared to the rest of it.
Cool. As I step up into the room, I'll give it just a second look around to see if I can't find a trap or anything that might be not so nice to the Tiefling.
All right, everybody roll initiative, please.
Ah, crap.
He's the only one that's upstairs. Nobody
I
else.
know
went all the way
everybody
up.
still needs to roll initiative.
I regret.
Don't worry, Caesar. I didn't let you drown. I won't let you die by a random whatever.
Random whatevs.
You're my hero, dude.
Why do I have disadvantage?
Just remember what he did last time.
Are you? Wait a minute. Why do you have
Poison
disadvantage?
probably never got taken off.
Something probably got. Oh yeah, you're poisoned. That never got taken off of you. I'll fix it.
Oh, okay.
Let me take that off of you because you guys waited. There was plenty of time for that to go off of you while they were collecting. All right, yeah. Go ahead and roll your initiative again for me, please. Boom. There it is. Okay. So suddenly, Zazer, from the three bodies on the floor, they all rise. A ghostly spirit rises from the body, screeching just at the top of their just go away, and they all swoop towards you. So the first what's that?
So that was rude.
Well, they're not happy. So the first one goes straight towards you, Zazer, and tries to grab a hold of you here, and will miss as you definitely jump out of the way. So this is the third floor. And this is everybody on the second floor. All right. So the first one kind of tries to grab you, and you're able to jump out of the way. The second one, who flies directly towards you, and will also take a quick swing at you as well, and will hit with that attack. And as he hits you, he does 14 points of damage. And not only that, oh, look, it already rolled it. So as he hits you, and you can feel the life draining from you. But luckily for you, you don't feel like that damage was permanent in any way, shape, or form. But you get the overwhelming feeling that this thing was trying to drain the life from you.
Did he make his save on that hellish rebuke?
Is that what you just did?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Heck, yeah.
And okay, yeah, so he takes 2 points of damage from that. And okay, yeah, so you do succeed on your saving throw against that one. Spectre number 3 flies up on you and hits you again for 6 more points of damage. And again, you are able to shake off the permanent effects of the life drain that he has put upon you. Tick, you suddenly hear the noises of just all hell breaking loose upstairs. The sounds of anguished screams that aren't Zazer, but somebody else.
How close, like, in relation to the chest being drained? What?
So
like,
you're on the north. You are, since where you are right now is actually on the bottom part of the steps, so you would actually be northern here. You're a little bit. You're not too far from the next floor up.
Yeah, but like, how close is the chest to being emptied since he kind of wandered up?
So you are almost done with it. You're able to do 10 pounds, correct?
No,
Or
brother who's able to do that.
yeah. So that was 10 pounds, correct, per trip?
Correct.
Okay, so 10 pounds per trip is 500 coins, so it would only take 18-ish seconds. He went up there after he grabbed a couple of his own coins and then went upstairs. So the chest is pretty much empty at this point.
If there's still trips going, then I'll just pull out my swords and kind of look up and ready in action to swipe at the first thing that comes howling at me.
Comes at you?
That's probably not Zazer. No guarantees. But...
I mean, maybe, but there you go. Zig.
Zig is currently dreaming about a 20-int wizard that could join the party.
Yeah.
Into a room full of ghosts.
Yep.
As he runs up the steps. I don't know how far I can get.
From where you are, 5, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, so you can get right next to Zazer if that's what you're trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can get yourself upstairs right next to Zazer.
And he'll take his swing at one of these things, screaming at Zazer.
Okay.
I even think I have the backstory figured out for this wizard too.
That's gonna hit with a 22. So you make contact with your axe. And it seems like your axe does some damage, but mostly seems to
my great sword, right.
or whatever. Yeah, sorry, great sword. Kind of passes somewhat harmlessly through the body, only doing 6 points of damage.
Okay, so resist. Okay, I'll try that again then.
Okay. Yeah, the second one's going to hit as well. For another 12 points. Again, resisted down, but it looks like you were able to whittle it down some. Its corporality, its ability to hold itself together seems to have been affected by your mighty sword blows.
Just out of character, does a glowing quarterstaff count as a magical weapon?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that's all I was
Zazer.
Priorities in this particular case. Let's throw some healing at myself.
All right.
That would
That's
suck.
one way to start it. Yeah. Yep.
We'll count that 3.
Run, you fool.
Fly, you fool.
Yeah.
Zig is now Gandalf.
I'll disengage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So you're going to run to the other side of the room. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just wasn't sure where you were going, so now that I saw you go there. Okay, so you're running to the other side of the room. Got it. And that's your turn, correct?
Yes.
All right, Axia.
Okay, well, I gotta go help Zig.
Okay. Yeah, so running up the steps and making your way through the trap door only takes about 20 feet if you want to get right next to one of the specters. Essentially where Zazer was standing before.
Okay, that's good. Yep.
All right.
And then we'll take a swing at this guy.
Okay. So you bring your axe to bear. Giggity. I don't even know why that was a giggity. You're going to hit with a 17. For 6 points of damage. It's critically wounded. It
Okay.
definitely looks like it's barely holding itself together. Your second attack will also hit. And it resisted down to 3 points of damage. It is very close. It is
Okay,
very
lightning.
close. And then your lightning strike. Did you rage?
Am I not?
Oh yeah, you are
I
raged.
raged.
Okay, yep. He fails at
Hitting-
It fails at saving throw,
Okay.
and 2 points of damage. That's also seems to be resisted down. To 1, barely alive, barely holding itself together at this point. It's wavering and looking pretty worse for wear. And tack.
If I'm still loading cash, I ain't moving.
You're already done. Like the chest is empty.
Okay. I'll poke my head up the stairs, see what's going on, because I don't know what's happening.
Like how far up the stairs?
Like just enough that I can see
Okay.
what.
So yeah, so tack, you can poke your 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. So if you use all of your movement, you can stick your head up and see that there are these very angry looking spirits up here, fully engaged, with both Zig and Axia, and you know the the tiefling is all the way on the other side of the room, looking
He's
like
the one that started the fight.
looking like he pooped him on himself a little bit.
Yeah, I threw a firebolt at the one.
The one closest to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead and launch it. So you launch your firebolt at it. It'll hit. For yeah. So after that hit, it just dissipates. And it dissipates into nothingness. All right, and that was your full move, and then your attack. Nutdrock.
I would like to move Max
All right, so
all
5,
the way
10,
up the
50.
stairs as far as I can.
Yeah, so you can get right behind.
All right.
A little bit past tick or attack, sorry, and behind Zig.
I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance on these two.
Okay. Number 3 fails, but number 1 succeeds on their saving throw.
Okay. So I'm looking at the spell, and I don't know if I can change it, but I'm supposed to be able to do 2d6 radiant now, and it's only at 1d6 radiant.
You can if you just grab it and pull it where it shows you the dice, just click just left or right click once and it'll give you an extra die, and then you can change it after that.
All right.
There you go. So Spectre number 3 takes 6 points of damage.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. And number 1 takes nothing. Yep. Cat can't do nothing. These are all the whatchamacallits. All right, so Spectre number 1 moves its way over to Zig. And will... Wait, what is this? Okay, yeah. It moves up and then tries to grab a hold of Zig and will hit with the 23.
No, you won't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're about to do that? You about to do that shield thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The shield will pop up.
Go ahead and cast shield. That'll give you a +5, which will make your AC what?
26.
26. Yeah, okay. So that'll miss. So he tries to grab a hold of you and misses.
Green back at him.
Just yelling back at the ghost. This ghost has dissipated into nothingness. And then Spectre number 3, who is really pissed off at Zazer. Go ahead and Axia get a free swing at this one.
At number 3?
At number 3, yes, that is correct. Because it doesn't even care about you. It's going to turn around and go right after Zazer, but you get a free hit on it, and that'll hit. For 6 points of damage, resisted down to 3, and it flies its way down and grabs a hold of Zazer, and will hit for 9 points of damage. And you fail your saving throw.
Oh, son of a...
reducing
a campaign and a half of this.
Reducing your hit point maximum by 9 hit points. So your current is... Where are you?
22?
Your current is 33, so you will go down to 24 as your maximum.
Wow.
All right. All right. So there's that. All right. So next is Tick.
Well, gonna move to the 3rd floor.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Because you have a lot of movement here.
Can I hit the dude with my sword if I'm standing next to Zig on the stairs, or is that too low?
That's a little too low, especially at the size you are.
Makes sense. Can I go next to Axia then? And just
you should be. Let me see where you are. Yeah, you can make that.
Okay.
You can make that movement.
How far or how high up are we?
You mean like total? About 30 feet.
Because. Okay. So then, can I move my
Well,
hunter's
I
mark
take that
from
back. I'm sorry, 20 feet.
thing?
Yeah. If that's what you want to do, yes. If you want to,
Okay.
that's a bonus action, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, you can do that.
moves an hour. Yeah, it lasts for an hour. Okay, so I'll move that up to this dude, and then I'll smack him with
Okay.
my sword and see how he likes that silver.
All right. Attack with the sword. That first attack's going to hit with the 20. And yeah, he's gonna resist that down to 5 points of damage.
And then attack number 2.
All right. Second attack. This is going to hit.
And that's all I can
For
do.
5 points of
Ouch.
damage resisted down to 2. All right. So does it seem like your silver weapon did anything substantial?
That's too bad.
Zig.
Zig is gonna run through this guy and charge the one next to Zazer instead.
Okay, so it's going to take a swing at you and try to grab a hold of you as you try to run on by him. And he will miss.
Yep. Ah. All right.
He's going to growl at the ghost. That's going to hit with a 13. You bring your great sword to bear. 11 points of damage resisted down to 5. And your second attack will also hit. And it's definitely looking like it's not holding itself together again, like the previous ghost was that you dealt with before.
And that's all Zig can do.
That's all Zig can do. All right, Zazer. This one's right in your face.
So I would get disadvantage on that, actually.
Yes, you would.
All right.
You'll still hit with that disadvantage.
Drop that 20 though.
Yep. Yeah, so your Eldritch Blast just kind of destroys this thing and splits it. Like, as soon as it hits it, it just dissipates into thin air. You fire your second one off, I'm assuming got the other one.
Yep.
All right, yeah, and it hits it. For 9 points of damage. Straight out. No resistance whatsoever. All right, Axia.
Gonna take a swing at this guy here.
Uh-huh. And that'll miss.
Okay, let's try that again.
Number 2 will hit, though. Your second swing makes contact, and 8 points of damage, resistant down to 4. Barely holding itself together now. And what the heck?
I did my lightning save.
Oh, yeah, okay, it failed. Sorry, I got totally confused by that for a second. And
I roll with crap tonight.
yeah, no real damage at all from your lightning. Doesn't seem to have affected all that much. Tack. That attack is going to hit with a 22.
Good night.
So as you shoot a firebolt right at him, as the fire kind of hits him, as the flames engulf its entire form and dissipates into thin air.
Well, that was fun.
Says the guy who started all of it.
I immediately start looking around to see if I can find some of these scrolls that I had spotted.
Yeah, so the majority of these scrolls just kind of pretty much as soon as you kind of grab and start to pull on them, they kind of disintegrate into dust for the most part. However, there are 3 of them that seem to be pretty sturdy. So one of them seems to be on a clay disc. There is a thinly rolled piece of copper that as you unroll it, you can kind of see where it was etched into the copper itself. And one other one that seems to be made of a better or stronger vellum or parchment. Every single one of them seems to be a star chart of some sort. Just kind of guessing based on the way it's kind of drawn out. And you do recognize a few of the constellations that have been drawn on various ones of the charts. So again, yeah, so there's a parchment one, a copper one, and a clay one that did not fall apart. But all the rest of them seem pretty much rotted away.
Oh, my celestial patron, what have I found here? Huh. Not exactly sure what to do with all this, to be perfectly honest.
So, like, the clay disc itself isn't super heavy. It's only about 2 pounds. The thinly placed copper sheet, if you kind of roll it back up the way it was, is only about 3 pounds itself. And then the parchment is only about half a pound. So if you add all this stuff together, you're looking at about like 5.5 pounds worth of stuff. But again, they just look like star charts.
Huh. I want to tuck them away. I want to see if I can find some kind of knowledgeable person to tell me more about these. Maybe we hit town after this. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll have a look.
Zig will have a look.
Zig can figure it out.
I mean, for Zig, they look like the sparkly things in the sky at night.
How do they taste?
Like apples.
Like apples.
No check for a taste.
Probably better than the Swift potion or.
So you can definitely tell that you've seen kind of a lot of these. Zig even knows can look like he's seen the sky before. He's seen some of these constellations and stars, and he kind of recognizes that it looks like the sky at night on a clear day.
Good job, Zig.
Didn't that other room have these in?
Maybe they're a map of some kind.
The observatory had some.
Yeah.
They had other charts. Yes.
I would like to check the ghost's pocket.
The ghosts are the bodies that are on the floor. I want to make sure I understand what's happening here.
On the floor?
Yeah, the powdery bones with the clothing still on them.
Yeah, they could have pockets.
So yeah, the leftover the piles of bones essentially. The cloth is nothing but tatters. If there were pockets, there's no pockets anymore.
They really need to take better care of their stuff. Stupid ghosts.
Stupid
They don't want
ghosts.
to go on a trip again.
Yeah, there's no more jars downstairs for you to do that with.
You can snort some of these bones.
Just snort a bone.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
Bone snorter.
Guess we're going back down.
Is there anything else of any kind of interest or value in here?
No, not that you noticed. I mean, there's that table in the middle that, again, which is kind of, dry rotting and molding a little bit. Almost every other scroll that you've tried to interact with, move, touch, has pretty much just disintegrated into powder. So pretty much these three things are the only thing of interest that you really found in this room so far.
I'll pocket these. I'll pocket them and carry on downstairs.
already put them in your inventory. So,
ooh, heck yeah! Parchment star chart. Ooh, fancy.
Nothing looks especially suspicious in here.
So just looking around, yeah. So it kind of looks like it was a study room, and where they stored some of the charts that they looked at. And, you can put two and two together and realize that they probably used that device that you previously encountered in the keep on the top floor to probably gaze at the stars. Likely this was more way before the cult got here. Far before the cult got here.
Ground floor, please.
All right. So as you start to walk downstairs, so Nutdrock, I want you to give me a quick perception check, please.
Perception.
Yep. All right, so as you start to walk down the steps, you notice that etched on the door looks to be like it was done with chalk, but now that it has, been there for years and years and years, it seems like it's pretty much all but completely faded. You can just pick it out a little bit, like within the grain of the wooden door. It clearly says "Danger Undead" on the door.
Oh,
Oopsie.
I would like to
in
I would like
Dwarvish.
to point this out as
in
okay.
Dwarvish. So it's in Dwarvish. Not only is it in Dwarvish, but it looks like it was written in chalk a long time ago, and the majority of the chalk was wiped off. You just happen to notice a little bit of the white residue within the grain of the wood, and was just able to make out "Danger Undead," but in Dwarvish.
I would like to point to Zazer and be like, just so you know, this says in Dwarvish, danger, undead. Remember this for future references.
I look at my finger that I blasted the door with, and I look up.
It's like, I just shot it open. I didn't even look.
I will tell my finger next time that maybe it should read things prior to shoosting at them.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be greatly appreciated.
All right. So you just rolled perfectly. I'm like, I want to see if he notices. And you did. You rolled it right on the money on that one to notice it on the way out. All right. So you make your way back down to the bottom floor. With that, where are you all wanting to head?
Back to the room where we killed the priest frog thing. We need to go up to the third floor there.
Oh, you're talking about where he was in the sleeping area inside the castle.
Right.
On the second floor. Okay. Yeah, so you make your... I have too many windows.
We're already on the second floor there, so we just need to pop up to the third floor.
Yes. So, yeah. You're making your way over. So
over there.
Are you, so you're making your way over into the main room where he was, where that upstairs area was. Got it. Okay. So there's two different rooms. So like the place where you killed him goes upwards. Now up in this one, there are essentially some fencing dummies and some archery targets, like leaning up against walls and things like that. Mostly made of straw, and it looks like they're next to useless otherwise.
So that's A.M.o.K.
And then if you wanted to go, all the way downstairs, back across, and then up into the other room on the third floor here. That one. So as you kind of go up the steps from the second floor to the third floor, where are you? This is going to take a little bit while I talk about this.
A subset.
No, thank you.
Substation.
Um,
That's ain't the word.
Now you've got me all confuddled. Where are we going? We're going to the second floor.
Someone sub to Alan. Does that mean
All right.
sandwich?
There we go. So as you come back downstairs and make your way across,
Ooh, a scrub script. A subset. Oh, substation.
as you make your way to the
That's ain't
next
word.
area, this going upstairs from here also seems to have a trap door. Where's everybody else at? Zig.
Sub to Alan.
And
I'll lean
Caesar.
over to
Sandwich.
I'll lean over to Nutrock. You want to see if there's a mark on that one then?
So yeah, there's a trap door that's on the top of the stairs, but it looks like it doesn't look like it's locked or anything, but it looks like someone took a couple of metal iron spikes and have essentially kind of lodged the door shut.
Oh? This sounds like a good time. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
Not it.
Yeah, no,
But
not.
I'm be rolling.
I like how you already rolled for initiative and I ain't even
I-
said shit yet.
I
Oh,
did the last
Caesar.
I did the last
Caesar.
one. I have
Caesar.
24 hit points.
Caesar.
No, can't
You
make
have an owl that can go in through the window outside.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
The Cobalt's right. I'll instruct Hooter to go through the window and play my eyes in that room.
And if it dies, then we know.
Is
Oh.
Hooter still in the dungeon?
What's that?
Is Hooter still down in the dungeon?
No, he's
He
been
was-
kind of keeping up a little bit. Just like everybody else is familiar and whatnot, have been kind of in the area, but not too far away.
But yeah, I'll totally have him come check it out when he finds the time from how far away he is and that kind of thing.
Okay. So it takes a little bit of time for him to kind of make his way down and around and up. And as Hooter makes his way, her way, I don't know what Hooter is. As it makes its way into the room, he flies in and can peer, and the fact that he can see in the dark probably makes it really, really a little bit easier. But the first thing that he notices is it's this room, the floor is just, first off, there's a giant hole in the roof. All right. But the floor itself is absolutely just littered with cracked bones of various animals, humanoids, just all sorts of things, essentially. a bunch of dead bodies and bones.
Oh Lord.
Um,
Does Hooter notice anything that would potentially cause that? Feathers, a living creature.
as Hooter looks around, right? Let's look at Hooter here.
Nom.
As Hooter looks around and kind of takes a look at everything, he lets you know that there are legs, lots and lots of legs hiding up top.
Oh. I think we might have a spider up in this room. My owl tells me that there's lots of legs and dead bodies and skeletons and such. I'll call Hooter out of there and just tell him to keep circling above.
Yeah, so
us.
he never went all the way in the room. He just basically was outside the windows kind of looking in. Made a little bit of a lit on one of them and was able to see the floor and able to see up in the rafters above where he says he sees a lot of legs. So he never went fully all the way in there, so he's able to leave with no issues.
So do y'all want to fight a spider?
Might as well just break the door open and then we can just chuck spells at it from down here.
I can dig it. I can do the Eldritch Blast again. Wait, it's an unlocked door, as you said, right?
Yeah, it's unlocked, but there are some iron pitons essentially jammed in through the door into the frame to keep it from being opened easily.
A question of semantics and wording of a spell, because this is Wizards of the Coast. If I use the Thaumaturgy's ability to blow open unlocked doors, how would that work in such a case?
That would work for generally like a door that is not shut in any way, shape, or form, i.e., like it's not locked and it would be nothing more than like turning the handle and opening it kind of deal. Because this thing has been wedged shut. That won't work.
Fair enough.
And wedged shut from our side.
Yes.
Yeah, people don't want to go up there.
Mm-hmm. I think we could probably just leave well enough alone because
the last time you went up to the third floor, some bad shit happened.
I do not know from which you are referring. Yeah, I'm
do
not.
the stairs and the spiral stair go up as well?
No, they only go downward.
Okay.
I could try to pull the door open if you guys want to go in.
No thanks. I'm going back down.
Yeah. Nope.
Like they learned the first
thing.
time. Yeah.
Got another
Not
place
like
I
it
want
could
to
really
go.
hurt us all the way down here.
Okay, we're going back down, I guess.
All right. So, all right. So you're gonna make your way back down. Where are you headed now? Because essentially, you explored everything that you can in this particular corner of the castle as well.
Back to the front gate up to the top because we haven't been there.
You have walked up there.
Isn't that where
where was the room where you found a melty statue?
That was in the library, essentially by the chapel, which is in that on the base floor. It was that whenever we first started tonight, that was the room. The chapel was the room you were in. So
when like some acid went off.
Yeah, that's above that.
Yeah,
on the second floor.
We want to go there. I want to go there.
Okay.
I'll follow along.
So yeah, as you and actually, if I remember right, I want to say that was on the actual third floor. Yeah, it was on the actual third floor where you did that. So yeah, if you guys make your way all the way back up to the third level, and So as Zig and the rest of you make your way up, you find yourselves into another large office. This was the office that I stated before had, while all the other ones seemed to have furniture that was kind of made out here in the swamp, this particular office itself seems to have had furniture imported from somewhere. From someplace, right? So it's all like really nice, padded and writing desks, smaller tables, and so on. There's some beautiful carved chairs on the floor, or sitting in various places around the room as well, and just papers everywhere.
This is not where the dragon mask was. The purple robe.
There were not in this room. That's in the room to the north, and that's where the acid trap went off and essentially melted the robes plus the
Everything else that was in the room.
everything else that was in the room, including whoever hell was sitting in there as well.
Unfortunately. Is there anything like on the desks or in the desks or anything at all in this room?
Yeah,
really?
give me an investigation check on the desk.
On just the desk? Okay.
Or, well, just give me an investigation check. So, as you're kind of rummaging through the desk, you find one piece of paper. Like, a lot of it is documents and whatnot, and most of it's fairly boring. But you find one that has just basically 2 words on it. Well, not 2 words. Essentially, at the bottom, there's 2 words that are out to you. But essentially, it's a treatise on these teleportation circles that were discovered and found some time ago. It goes into a lot of really boring things. But in the very bottom of this page, which seems like it was ripped out of a book, there is in handwriting, not of the book itself, but of a different hand. You see the word, you see "to open" and "Drazir."
And I didn't say that while I was down there.
Nope, you never
That
said
was like-
Drazir. You never said
I
Drazir
just
once.
guessed or something.
Nope, not even close.
That's the most popular open word. Should have known. Well, I got a golden ticket.
But yeah, so in one of those, there's definitely a paper that has the word, and it's written in Draconic, that says Drazir.
Did I happen to get a chance to see this before Brother Kobold picked it up?
I mean, he just grabbed it and I don't know what he did with it. He just found it on the desk as he was searching through all the other papers.
Eat it out by now, shit. All right. What'd you find, Brother Kobold?
Golden ticket. I can
Does it-
teleport us.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's get out of this damn castle. Maybe we can actually get paid.
Okay. What are y'all doing?
Let's go back down to that circle and pour it out of this place.
Okay. Is that what everybody's doing?
Yeah,
They
might as
came
well.
looking for the
Okay.
dragon stuff. Is there no dragon stuff in there?
No, like
Oh,
so the one there were 2 different wardrobes that were in this room. One wardrobe did not have any kind of markings or anything on it, and there was not much other than normal clothes in here. However, they were kind of big and a little bit I would say oddly tailored. However, the other one is scarred with acid burns all over the inside of it. And everything that's on the inside of it has been melted to uselessness inside that.
Zip is oddly big.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, it's just normal. It's normal clothing. So it's
Okay.
just common sets of clothes.
Okay.
The purple, the one thing that used to be a purple robe was hanging in the other one,
And that's destroyed.
and that one is completely like destroyed by the acid. To include the bed itself, like half of the bed is completely melted together as well.
Brutals.
Okay. And they already took the only valuable thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't even there for that, so.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, if you make your way all the way back down to the bottom floor, essentially, if I can find it, because I have a million things open. Here it is. You eventually make your way back to the area where the circle was. And
I want to find the boxes that the people hid down here for us, the empty ones.
sorry, say that again. What do you mean?
I asked the lizard people to hide
Put some empty boxes down there. That's right. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a couple of empty crates off to the corner.
All right, folks, get in.
All right.
Zig just looks at you. Like, we're gonna need a bigger crate.
What?
You first, brother Cobalt.
You want me to do? You want me to do? What?
All right, I'll hop in a crate.
I push them on the circle, and then,
Would it be easier to move the empty boxes onto the circle and then getting in the crate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I put the boxes on the circle, and then
This is why he doesn't get to be the top.
Giggity.
I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything like that. I'm just, asking a question for clarification purposes.
If I'm getting in a crate, it better be a big crate.
It's got to be a big crate.
You and Zig have to share.
Just one ginormous crate. There actually doesn't seem to be a crate big enough to hold their bulk. Like when you asked to put crates down there, you seem to not have specified big enough to fit a Goliath and a giant half-orc.
well, sucks for them.
So
We're gonna need eyes out there anyway.
So there's that.
Do these crates lock?
Not from the outside. Or not from the inside, I mean. Not from the outside. Yeah, not from the inside, they don't.
What are you planning, half orc? Crap.
He's just gonna stand inside it, so it's just gonna be his feet up to his mid thighs, and he's just gonna stand in the box because that's all that can fit.
And he's gonna lock the rest of us. He's crazy. Shy. Guys, we're screwed now. Good job. High five. Yeah, we're screwed.
All right, so you get in the boxes, so you line up, you line out.
How many boxes are there?
There are 4.
I ain't getting in no box.
Oh well. So my idea won't work anyway, unless we find other boxes somewhere. So, yeah, let's just get on circle and port.
Okay, so as everybody gets into the circle,
Could still take the boxes just in case. They don't know they're empty. We don't know what's on the other side.
all right,
I'll drag one of the crates over and put it up over the top of me, kind of like the hat status, but
Okay.
the bottom
All right.
on the
Because if we get caught, we could always say, hey, we were told to bring these crates over.
yeah, that's a possibility. All
Yeah,
right,
screw it, I'll hide in one of the crates anyway.
all right. So
And they
who?
won't know
Okay,
I-
so I know who is hiding in crates right now.
I know.
I am.
I've got a crate over the top of me.
Okay, so
I could probably wear one
Zazer.
as a hat.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there's no crate big enough to fit Axia well, Axia, Zig, and the rather rotund Nutdrock.
That's me.
That's me. The kobolds fit easily into boxes, and it's a little uncomfortable, but the tiefling can kind of curl up and get inside one. So who's actually going to be inside of boxes?
I'll be curled up inside one.
Okay, so Zazer's going to be in one. I want to know. I want to know before we move on.
Tick's in a box.
Tick is in a box.
Tick
Got
in
it.
a box.
Yeah, tick in a box. Jesus. it's my tick in a box.
If brother's in a box, I'm not getting in the same box as him, but I'll get in one.
Okay, so Tack will get into a different box. And then the other three, what are y'all doing? Just gonna
we'll lock the boxes.
Just gonna.
I'm gonna sit on the top of their boxes.
Okay.
I think we'll lock them
as best you
better
can.
not far, dwarf.
All right. And with that, the command word is said, and suddenly you are all blinded by a flash of light that shines up by the floor, separating all the mist that is around, pushes away with some unknown force as this bright light shines from the runes below you. And as this tower of light comes up and engulfs you, it fades away and you are no longer there. And we'll continue this next week. And with that teleportation, you all do make it to level 6. So we will talk about leveling after we get off of here. So you will gain a level from that big fight and clearing out this and figuring out where you need to go next. And
say we all die.
We all die. You all burst into flames. Rocks fall.
Except for the ones in the box.
Except for the ones in the box. You're the only ones that live. No, so you all teleport to places unknown, which we will discover next time we play. So you all will level to level 6. So we're gonna call it a night here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank every one of you for your time and attention. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Remember, you only have one life to live. So does everyone else around you. Try to make their lives a little bit better than what it was when you got there. Or at a minimum, just don't make it worse. I will see you all later. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, and enjoy something. Enjoy anything. Enjoy everything. Life's too short to not have fun.
The eye rests. It has shown you all it can for now. This is not a time for sorrow, but a time for joy. When one chapter ends, another must always begin. Ponder upon the lessons you have just witnessed, and heed its wisdom. Apply it to your lives. Go forth. Be well, and do good towards the others that enter your story. Let your chapter and their book